What is going on, guys? BrettO Live back with another video, and today we have the WWE Royal Rumble 2021 results and reactions video. This is going to be filmed in a setup style with a live stream format. I don't normally do these in a live stream. Yes, we are live right now. This isn't a premiere. This is a live stream. And we're going to be going over WWE Elimination Chamber 2021. Thought it was a kick butt show, dude. Oh my gosh. I have all the things set up in front of you right now. We're going to be going over it. We're going to be talking about it, telling you guys what I thought. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Starting over here on the kickoff show, it was Elias, Ricochet, John Morrison, and Ali all going up against each other in a fatal four-way match to determine who is going to take the spot of Keith Lee in the triple threat match for the night. They lied and said that Keith Lee got a injury, but in reality, I think he came in contact with somebody with the virus, so he wasn't able to compete. So we had a fatal four-way on the kickoff: Elias, Ricochet, John Morrison, and Ali. This was a really decent match. I wouldn't say it was that good, but yeah, it was a decent match. Elias, he didn't really look too good. Ricochet, I was actually pulling for Ricochet to win this one. Morrison was looking not bad. Ali was just okay. You guys know how I feel about Ali, but yeah, Morrison in the end did end up picking up the victory in this match, and that of course added him to the triple threat match on the main show for the United States Championship match. That wasn't too bad. Obviously, it wasn't scheduled, so they just came up with this last minute. But yeah, Morrison was added to the triple threat match that we're going to get into right over here. It was Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley versus John Morrison for the United States Championship. This match wasn't half bad whatsoever. I was expecting Lashley to win. I'm like, okay, for sure. Lashley definitely for the win. I guarantee it. But no. Matt Riddle wins the United States Championship. I couldn't believe this. I was like, what? Yes, Royal Rumble predictions. I mean, results and reactions. You guys already know. Trying to trick you guys. Yes, it's Elimination Chamber, just to let you guys know. But yeah, Matt Riddle won the United States Championship. I couldn't believe it. I thought for sure that Bobby Lashley was going to pick this one up. I'll have to talk about Bobby Lashley. Some interesting stuff happened with him later in the show. But yeah, pretty freaking awesome. Matt Riddle, glad they're giving him the opportunity. He is going to be going to probably WrestleMania, I would say, as the United States Championship. Of course, we still have Fastlane coming up. But yeah, that was very awesome moment. Glad that Riddle got it. In the end, MVP he had his crutch outside. Bobby Lashley had the Hurt Lock locked in on Morrison. Matt Riddle was like, give me that crutch. And he whacked it over the back of Bobby Lashley and then brought him back in. And then boom, it was all over after he nailed him with the crutch. And then pinned Morrison, not even the United States Champion. I'm like, dang, okay. Very smart by Matt Riddle. Moving over here, it was the Women's Tag Team Championship match. This was probably the lamest match of the night. It was Shayna and Nia versus Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. Just a tag team match. In the end, Reginald ended up coming out and he distracted Sasha Banks and Bianca Belair by saying, use this wine bottle to win the match. I'm like, wait, the referee's standing right there. Why would they do that? And then Nia Jax just picked up Sasha Banks and slammed her down with the Samoan drop. I'm like, that was lame. Don't care whatsoever. Again, for the women's tag title, Shayna and Nia ended up retaining them. It was just okay. Moving over here, we had the Smackdown side of the Elimination Chamber match. This wasn't bad whatsoever. It was Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cesaro, Baron Corbin, Jey Uso, and Daniel Bryan all in the same match, all inside of the same chamber, fighting for the same thing, to fight Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship in the same night. Very good match. They made Cesaro look so good. They made Kevin Owens look so good. They made Sami Zayn look good. They even made King Corbin look good. In the beginning, they made Daniel Bryan look good. They made Jey Uso look good. This match was so freaking good, man. In the end, I thought Cesaro had it. No, he got eliminated. And then final two were Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso. And I'm like, oh, Jey Uso is going to pull this. But nope, goes to the top rope. And then he's like, I'm about to hit this frog splash. And then he got the knees up. Daniel Bryan got the knees up. And then he hit him with a running knee and won the match. I'm like, yes, Daniel Bryan's going to face Roman Reigns later tonight. And I'm like, oh my God. There's Roman Reigns' entrance music. You've got to be kidding me right now. Roman Reigns' entrance music hits, and I'm like, no, this match is happening right now, and it did. Roman Reigns, ding, 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 here we go. And then he goes for the spear. He locks in the label lock. I'm like, wait a minute, Daniel Bryan, he's going to win the match maybe. I'm like, no way, Roman Reigns has to win this match. Eventually, he hit the spear and then won. No, I'm sorry, he hit the guillotine and then tapped him out. But yeah, it was a pretty good moment. I ain't gonna lie. Roman, that's a typical heel thing to do. I thought it was awesome. Came in, took out Daniel Bryan, but then they kept the camera on Roman Reigns, and I'm like, that's interesting. Why would they be doing that? And then out of nowhere, Edge with a spear on the big dog. I'm like, what? No way. I'm like, oh my gosh, Edge just speared Roman Reigns. Does this mean he's going to challenge Roman Reigns for the Universal title at WrestleMania? Yes, it is. He pointed at the sign and it exploded with a bunch of fireworks. I'm like, this is epic. So it's going to be Edge versus Roman at WrestleMania. Will Edge win? I don't know about that. It could happen. I don't know if he's going to get buried at Mania or not. It's going to be a kick-butt match for sure. But yeah, Universal title, Edge has chosen Roman Reigns. Thought that was all awesome, by the way. All awesome. Moving over here to the Raw side of things, the Elimination Chamber match. Sheamus, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, Jeff Hardy, AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, all former WWE champions. This was awesome. I got to admit, slow start to this match. It started off with Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton. I got to admit, it was a slow start, but it was still so good. It just progressed, and everybody just started looking better and better and better and better. I was like, this is awesome, man. Moving all the way to the end, final two, believe it or not, were AJ Styles and Drew McIntyre. A very heated rivalry between Sheamus and Drew McIntyre in this match. Very, very heated. Getting near the end, Drew McIntyre ended up eliminating him. Or was AJ Styles the one to eliminate him? But anyways, Sheamus got eliminated, and then it was AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship on the line. I'm like, is AJ going to take this? Sets up for the phenomenal forearm, and then, boom, Claymore. I'm like, what? Claymore in midair when he was going for the freaking phenomenal forearm, and then Drew McIntyre retained his title. But then I'm like, oh my God, who the heck? Who is that? Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley attacks Drew McIntyre out of nowhere. And I'm like, wait a minute, what the heck is going on? But then I remembered, right when he did this, I'm no joke, I remembered early in the show, they showed Miz and MVP talking to each other backstage. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God. Now I'm remembering, this is all coming back to me. And then he destroys Drew McIntyre, basically. And then The Miz came out. And he's getting ready to cash in his Money in the Bank contract. I'm just waiting for that bell to ring. I'm like, if that bell rings, you know that Miz is going to win that title. You know that he's going to win that title. And then ding, ding, ding. I'm like, oh my God, Miz is going to win the belt. Miz is going to win the belt. And then he has he had one failed attempt to pin him. And then he just got him back up, hit him with the skull crushing finale, and then won the freaking match, or cashed in Money in the Bank successfully on Drew McIntyre. I'm like, oh my God, how freaking sick is that? I freaking love The Miz, dude. That is awesome. So happy that he's champion. A lot of people hating on The Miz in the chat, but I think The Miz is freaking awesome. Brand new WWE champion. Think it's awesome. Think it's fresh, and it's something new other than Drew McIntyre, to be honest with you guys. Will he hold that into WrestleMania? Not sure. We still have Fastlane coming up. They did confirm that Fastlane was going to happen, so we'll have to see if Miz holds it till WrestleMania. If he does, I'd be totally fine with it. I freaking love The Miz. But yeah, that wasn't bad whatsoever. And really quick before we go, I gotta say, Drew McIntyre won the Elimination Chamber. Daniel Bryan won the Elimination Chamber, so it wasn't too lucky for them. So yeah, they won, but in the end, they kind of lost because Daniel Bryan lost to Roman Reigns, and then Drew McIntyre got cashed in on by The Miz. So yeah, by winning the Chamber, I guess you just set yourself up for something bad. But yeah, guys, I thought the show was freaking awesome. In the end, some of you guys might disagree with me. I'm going to give the show a 9 out of 10. I thought it was a really freaking good show. Some new stuff, some new just moments, fresh faces. As champion, like Riddle and The Miz. Like, I just think that's awesome, dude. And yeah, it's just freaking, I thought it was a great show. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments down below. This live stream will be uploaded to the channel with a brand new thumbnail and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for it, and I'll see you guys next time. BrettO Live out.